Before you start CELTA, you should really prepare a lot. You should read recommended literature, you should refresh your knowledge in grammar, and you should definitely read about the requirements which are needed to be enrolled actually. CELTA course is an intensive course, but really rewarding. It gives you deep and thorough knowledge and methodology, and the more you teach, you are getting more and more confident in what you are doing.
I decided to choose part-time CELTA because I think it gives me a chance to plan my life and still to have my own life, to work and to combine it with my lessons. So that is why I decided to choose. If you have part-time format, it's really good for you to be flexible, to be independent, and to plan everything as you want. For someone who thinks about having part-time CELTA, I would definitely recommend to look through the recommended list of literature and at least start reading or looking through one of the books. It really helps.
I studied translation and I have worked as a teacher for 2 years in groups, and I have visited some workshops, so I had some knowledge, but still I didn't have structure in my head. Sometimes I had good lessons, I could understand why I had good lessons. Sometimes I couldn't understand why my lesson was so good, and when I had bad lessons, so sometimes it wasn't that obvious why I have like a bad lesson or not a very successful one. I chose part-time CELTA because I didn't want to stop working. I have a full-time job. I really like my students, and also I think it's really great that I have an opportunity to learn something and then apply it at work. So I have something like 18 lessons per week, so I can apply all those bits of knowledge during the week as well, not only here in grade. And part-time format really helps do that. When I was thinking where to go, like to which center, so that is when my colleague from work helped. So she did her CELTA here. It was full-time CELTA, and she also she's doing Delta right now. Again, if I'm not mistaken, also in grade. And she knew the tutors, and she highly recommended them to me. And actually, I didn't have to think about it. So, and I'm really satisfied and thankful to her. So we have input sessions. Those are like some short lectures. That is basically when you feel that you are a student again. It's very pleasant and really like the lectures are of good quality. So that is what I really like. As for teaching practices, this is maybe the most nervous part. At first, of course, it is you feel really nervous and anxious when you realize that 6 other teachers are going to observe you. But actually, after the first teaching practice, you don't care because you focus on people, on the lesson. That's why it's not scary at all. And as for the feedback, this is also really important part, maybe the most important part. We are controlled in a very thorough way, and nobody criticizes anyone. And what I also like is that we are not only taught to analyze our lessons and the lessons of other trainees, but we are also taught to give our own feedback in a proper way, so that maybe in the future I will have a chance to work with some junior teachers. So I need to give feedback in a proper way, so never criticize anyone.